I literally have all the 𝒸𝒾𝒶𝓁𝓈 best-selling products in front of me. I'm gonna tell you what is worth your coin, what you can skip on. I'm gonna be ranking these products from like best to worst or worst to best. I don't know, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna see what order we do this in, but I'm definitely gonna wanna start with the 𝒸𝒾𝒶𝓁𝓈 Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation, because guys, everyone is talking about this on the internet. So if you guys want to see a full review of the full 𝒸𝒾𝒶𝓁𝓈 line, then just keep on watching. And by the way, guys, if you are new, my name is Michelle Bali. I am the makeup tester. I test all the makeup so that you guys can make the best purchasing decisions. I got you covered. So if you like makeup content, then just hit subscribe. So as promised, so let's talk about this Major Skin Foundation that just dropped. Gorgeous glass packaging. It does have this kind of like, it's giving Michael Kors. I don't know. I personally don't like this kind of like rose gold situation, but like I can appreciate it. It's not my aesthetic, but one can definitely appreciate. Now let's talk about the actual foundation because that's what counts. So if you are dry skin, I think you're gonna love this. Oily, I think it's gonna end up being an oil slick on you. The reason I say this is because I've seen other people do reviews on this and their skin didn't end up looking good by the end of the day. A lot of people that were leaning oily or combo did not like this foundation. For me, as a normal dry skin person, this was perfect for me. I got two whole compliments on my makeup because people were saying that my skin looked amazing. So this for me did not look overly dewy or overly wet. It does amazing job at covering dark spots, redness, bumpies, texture. There's a car revving behind me. You guys, also, I'm like on the kitchen floor in my mom's house. How do you guys like this setup? Okay, so I got this in the shade 8 Golden. This is the perfect match for me if you guys have kind of like similar complexion to me, but they have no shortage of shades. This foundation, I really liked it. Again, like I said, I got a bunch of compliments. I was like, damn, I look good. And then it was confirmed with other people just being like, your skin looks amazing. So yes, I really like this. I'm gonna rank this, I'm gonna rank this product number 2. Out of the products that I have in front of me. This is an incredible release that just dropped. I would highly recommend getting it. Yes, I think you should go out and get it. All right, so if you guys are oily skin people and you're like, this foundation isn't gonna work for me, then this is gonna be the foundation that does work for you. So this is the Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. This is not new. This has been in the lineup for a long time, and I got this in the shade Light 3. The reason that I say that this would be good for you if you have oily skin is because look at it on my skin right now. It looks good kind of like from afar. Things are looking blurred, things are looking good, even, but if you look up close, it's kind of sitting on the top of the skin. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of giving dry. And so if you are normal to dry, I don't think you're gonna like this. If you're oily, I think you're gonna love this because this is gonna keep you mattified all day. So it does come with a cream. There's a generous amount of product, and one thing that I really love about its packaging is all the details. This plastic thing is gonna protect the cream from drying out and from anything kind of like stabbing in, or you know when you get those little hairs in your cream product and it just ends up not being a great experience, this is gonna shield that. I got this in the shade Light 3. The cream is gonna be a lot darker than the powder itself because this is going to be kind of like your overall foundation shade, and the powder is gonna be a finishing powder that you can easily put under your eyes or areas that you would like to highlight, like the forehead, bridge of the nose. This does a really good job of hiding things, and when I applied this with the brush, it did go on really smoothly. I love that you have the control of kind of dipping in and putting it on the face and not really feeling obliged to put it all over the face and maybe just spot correct where you need, whereas with a foundation pump, somehow, I don't know why, you feel obliged to put it all over the face. This is just like really good for those no makeup days. And just like spot correcting. I did decide to do a little bit of like a trial where I wanted to see how well it would cover my dark circles because I do have kind of like dark, deep brown eyelids and under eyes. And so I kind of did one eye and then I did the other. I mean, I've been wearing this for the past 30 minutes and it's not creasing, like it's looking still good. The one thing I will say, so if you do have fine lines and wrinkles, make sure that you're using a pore filling primer first or a super hydrating primer because I've only been wearing this for 20 minutes and already it's kind of getting into my smile lines. As far as the finishing powder goes, guys, this powder is super lightweight. You're gonna get a little bit of kickback when you put your brush in. That's just the story, you know, that's just how the story goes. That's showbiz, baby, but that's okay because it does give a pretty nice blurred finish under the eye. Is it as good as the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom? No, it's not even, just doesn't even come close. But if you are traveling, this duo is gonna be really good because you have your cream and your powder in one. I decided to try this powder with both a brush and a velvet sponge, and both worked good. No complaints there. I did apply this with a Real Techniques, just like a concealer brush, and that also worked well too. So I would give this 7th place. Have you guys heard about this eyebrow pencil? Why isn't anyone talking about this eyebrow pencil? It's been around for a while, but I have been using just a regular Maybelline eyebrow pencil, and I'm like, this is fine, this is great, this is doing the job, it's $9, right? Guys, oh my gosh, I have been missing out. You do kind of, okay, so yes, you can get away with like a drugstore eyebrow pencil, but why would you when this exists? It is so good. So obviously it's gonna come with your spoolie on the one end, and it's gonna come with the product on the other. The interesting thing is I always thought that I liked a really skinny pointy pencil tip, and when I saw this I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this because it is so round, it is so flat. I can't imagine getting too precise with it. But this actually ended up being so versatile. You can use the flat edge to fill in the body of the brow, and then you can kind of flip it on its side and fill in the strokes. This is so long lasting because I shave the tail end of my brow and then pencil it in so that I can get like snatched look. I just want to make sure that my brow is staying on. It's not a lot to ask. This does not budge. I put it on the back of my hand and I tried to rub it off because I was like gonna do the next shot. I was like, oh my God, this is staying on so well. So I feel like if you are a dewy makeup type of a girl and you do your brows first and then you do your, you know, dewy foundation, your moisturizer, whatever, and you always just find by the end of the day that your eyebrows have fallen off, then I feel like this is gonna be perfect for you because this does not move. This stays. Where you put it, it stays. So yes, I would give this a number 1. I'm gonna give this number 1. This is an incredible product, even though it's one of those like boring things that you're like, oh, I don't wanna spend like an extra, you know, $20 on an eyebrow pencil when I could just get it cheap. Trust me guys, you want this. This is gonna stay on all day. Beautiful tone, perfect precision. It goes on so creamy. It doesn't drag at all. Where you put the product, it stays. There's a good amount of pigmentation, not too much where it looks like block brow, but there's a good amount of pigmentation. This is what I'm wearing my brows and it looks snatched. So this is the 𝒸𝒾𝒁 Major Brow Defining Pencil. This is the Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. Oh yeah, I think I did mention that. Okay, so we're good there. And then now we're talking about the Major Volume Plumping Gloss. So this is in the color Pouty. It's kind of this like baby doll pink. It turns a little bit more or less clear on the lips, and it does have a little bit of reflex. So when you swatch this in Sephora, if you're like, okay, like I wanna try this, I wanna go see how it looks, whatever, and you go to Sephora and you swatch it, the lights are so bright, you're gonna see glitter. You're gonna see glitter. You're gonna be like, I don't want this. But in real life, in the actual world, it doesn't look glittery, it just looks plump, it looks juicy. I wanted to do a little bit of like a trial. I put it on, that was how my lips were looking, and then I waited a couple minutes and they did juice up a little bit because there is some plumping, tingling thing going on. So it does a pretty good job of plumping. I do feel like my lips are a lot more pouty, but the one thing I will say is I do not like the smell of this. It's got kind of like a chemically, fruity, gross smell that I really don't like. It's also has it smells like Too Faced injections. Like remember the XXL Too Faced injection like lip plumper? Kind of smells like that too. So there's some ingredient in here that I just like really don't like. But what I will say is that the doe foot applicator is a dream. It has kind of like a little pocket in the middle so that the product gets stuck in there, and then you can like easily apply it on the lips. I think my lips look so good. I normally don't really love lip gloss on me, but I like this gloss on me. There's something really special about the formula. It's not too thick. It's not too goopy. It's just, look at that. I'm just gonna put it on my lips so that you guys can see like one more little layer. It has kind of like a pretty chilly, like cooling sensation. Don't know if I love it or hate it, but it's there. Look, do you guys see the strings? Look. It's just like body, yaddy, 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 yaddy for the lips. I love this. I think this is great. So Good product, totally recommend it. I think you should get it. And it comes in like all these different really fun, neutral, creamy shades. I know this pouty is one of the top sellers, so I did want to buy it in this shade so that you guys can see what it actually looks like on the lips. Next, this body balm. So this is for the face and body. This is supposed to give you like a glossy, dewy kind of a look. I tried this on my body and I was like, I don't know if I'm tripping, but I don't see any difference. I really do like this on the face though. This gives you like a glossy, wet look. And I even think that if you put a highlighter underneath and then put this on top, whew, it's gonna look wet. And that is the look that we're going for. So this is the She's on Vacation shade. It's kind of like a balm texture. It does look a little bit deeper with like a gold reflect, but guys, it looks pretty much clear on the skin. So don't be discouraged. Now, does this transfer? Yes, this does transfer. So I'm not really loving this for the application on like the body, but on the face, so stunning, like actually so stunning. And you get a ton of product here, so you might as well. Also, something to do with the smells. This product to me smells cheap. It's kind of got like a Baccarat Rouge, but make it drugstore. I don't like it. It's too sweet. It's too candy floss for me. But the smell does dissipate after a little bit, after about an hour. This product actually surprised me because I thought that because it's so balmy, because it's so wet, because it's so dewy, it's not gonna stay. It actually does stay. I put this on my eyelids. I put this on like the C of my cheek, and it did stay for an entire night. Considering this is a wet, dewy product, this is gonna go far, long, hard. Oh, and I would give this like, oh, I forgot what order I put this in. I would give this like a solid 4. All right, the bronzers. Okay, so this bronzer is called Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I have the shade She's Statuesque, and I have to say, I'm impressed by this. So again, same kind of like packaging, comes with that plastic on top, but this cream is extremely blendable. When you put it with a fluffy brush, this gives you the most gorgeous, airbrushed, chiseled cheekbones. Look how beautiful. And then if you put this powder, this like bronzing powder, kind of just like right here, you're gonna get chiseled and bronzed. So this cream, really emollient, it stays all day, really easy to work with. This is really supposed to like chisel and contour. Then you have this like warmer shade that you can kind of put here. You can add like just here on the nose. So you have versatility, great for traveling. One thing that I will say is that this powder is pretty similar to the powder that comes in the foundation. So it's gonna be a little bit fluffy. It's gonna have a little bit of kickback. I don't know if you guys care about that. I personally don't, as long as it's not getting everywhere. But it is smooth, it's blendable, it's airbrushed, it's yummy, yummy, delicious. I would give this like a solid, maybe like a 6th place. If you're in the market, you're like, I don't know, I need a contour, I need a bronzer, I need both at the same time, 100% do it because it's a good product. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I have so many things, so many bronzers, so many contours that I'm not like putting this #1 in my bronzer and contour collection. I have other bronzers that I like better. So if you need it, get it. If you don't run out and buy it. And then lastly is the blushes. I know you guys have heard about these blushes. These blushes are the Major Headlines Patrick Ta blush duos. Very similar, obviously, packaging to the rest of the lineup. But the shades in this blush collection are absolutely out of this world. They were so pivotal and like innovative when they first came out that other brands have totally duped this blush. It has a cream, and then it also has a powder. So the cream actually is supposed to go on second and the powder is supposed to go on first. It's supposed to give you this like flushed, blown out, gorgeous, just like healthy glow. I have to say these are probably some of the best blushes in my collection. These blushes are super well formulated. They give you like a magazine, just like flushed, airbrushed. They make your cheeks look skyscraper high, and the color selection is gorgeous. They have the warms, they have the bronzers, like blushy brown, and then they also have the cool tones, and that there's something for everyone there. I love these blushes, and if you're curious about seeing how these blushes swatch, how they wear, I have an entire try-on video that I will put right over here for you guys to watch next. And I will give these I'll give these a 1.5 because I really feel like these blushes are Not as good as this eyebrow pencil, which I absolutely stan, and probably better than this foundation. So the blushes are incredible. They will last you a lifetime. They're super pigmented. Yes, get them. I have them in literally every single shade. So if you want to see, like I said, if you want to see those swatched and tried on and fully reviewed, I will leave that video for you guys in the description box as well and over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michelle Bali. I am the makeup tester. I have tested all of the makeup that I have talked about for you guys in today's video, and I cannot wait to see you guys next week. Peace.